Moving on to Cincinnati versus Kansas City. I think, when you looked at this game in the summer, you're thinking, boy, this is going to be a great week 2 game. This is going to be a marquee matchup. Um, and now we see KC coming in with all the momentum, getting a nice W over Baltimore. And we see Cincinnati losing to the lowly New England Patriots. We see one squad whose front office, head coach, quarterback, everything is aligned. They're heading in the right direction. You see another squad where they're coming in a little disarray. I don't think Higgins is going to play again. It and I know it's only a wide receiver too, and that doesn't move the line much, but where I'm going with it is this Cincinnati team is just, to me, they're in disarray. Um, and they always seem to be at the beginning of the year before that things start to click for them, when the calendar turns to October. So um, I like KC. I like KC in this game. I like everything KC does. And boy, that addition of Worthy to this just adds that extra team speed. And Hollywood Brown wasn't even on the field last week, so I really like where Casey's going, what they're doing as a team. Uh, but what say you, and what say the code?
So basically, for everything you just stated, is why money's come in on the Bengals so far. Usually, one of those things in the NFL and just in the industry of sports betting in general is when you have one team that's got a ton of hype, like the Chiefs did.
Mm-hmm.
Opening night, got a great win against Baltimore, looked really good doing it. And then you have another team that is coming off of the worst loss in week 1 in the Bengals. I don't have the number in front of me exactly what this line was before week 1. I'm sure it was out there, and I'm sure I have it written down somewhere. I just
Yeah.
don't have it right in front of me. I'd venture to say it was not 6.
No,
It was a
say
lot
it's more
closer to a
around
field
3.
goal, yeah, than it was 6. And that is why you've already seen Bengal money come in from 6 back down to 5.5, just because of the value. That's just one of those things that the sports books made the line, and then without public perception and the overreactions of week 1, that line goes from, it was probably 3. I would venture to say it was probably 3.5 or 4 if I had to guess. I doubt they made it a field goal, and I bet you they put it, especially in Kansas City. I bet you that was over at the
Yeah, three and
lowest
a half.
3.5. Um, but because you have that, that's why that money has come in. We do have a play in this game as well. Um, that I really like this one. Feel pretty good about this game. It's only a 1 unit play for us with our code, but I feel pretty good about it. My biggest concern about the Bengals isn't even necessarily their receiving core. Like that, I think that's gotten all the pub and the talk from the media. To me, the biggest problem is they've got Zach Moss as their running back now, and they
Mm-hmm.
ran the ball for 70 yards against the Patriots. Their
Yeah.
old line wasn't creating holes, and the running backs weren't finding them.
Yeah, and they I think they understand just how much Joe Mixon meant to him
Especially
coming out of
he had
that.
a huge week 1 in for
Yeah,
Houston.
and he was so good for the Texans, and I know Cincinnati definitely missed that. But like what was said, we've got to play in this game, so head over to BatzBets.com. Check that out for $50. You can pick up an NFL package for a month, and the package paid for itself even if you were betting pizza money in that first week. Even
Yep,
if you were laying down $10 bets, you had your package covered for the entire month.
absolutely.
So
And
I
if you don't
think,
want to take our word for it, go check out our Instagram. We post every ticket of every bet that we make. Um, Posted on there, bats_bets. So you
yeah,
can see all of our NFL bets that are made after.
yep,
Hopefully, they've all won. And in week 1, they all won.
yep. And they
So
all went, well, we had one push. We had one push. And I think if the cops weren't pushing Tyreek Hill out of the car, I think we would have won that one too. So,
gotcha.